Guys, what a difference a day and a half makes. And this is how fast crypto moves, right? Now, you guys know usually I don't do videos on Saturdays unless there's something really uh, important happening in the market, right? Now, you guys know I spoke about Terra Luna yesterday and that I had put in $69. And Terra Luna started pumping. And I was like, okay, good. I was very bullish going to bed. And then I woke up and that little small lunch money I put in had 10x, okay? And so, of course, I'm checking different groups, including the Trendsetter conglomerate. And by the way, guys, I do recommend if you're a Patreon, you guys do get access to that Telegram group. So I do recommend that you guys utilize it because if you want to know the coins that I'm talking about in real time, that's the fastest way to get a hold of me or see what we're talking about in that group, okay? And I mean, when I got into Luna, it had like five zeros, right? Or six zeros, excuse me. Now it's got four, right? And I got a message from my cousin yesterday. He put in $7, and he's at 3,500 right now. So yes, 3,500, right? Another a mentor of mine, he put in $15. He's at 2,800 right now. And so Terra Luna is just ripping it, okay? And so right now it's kind of like, well, I thought Luna was dead, Solo. Well, how did it revive? Well, the reality is that you know a lot of people are treating Terra right now as a meme coin. Here you see this article by ZaiCrypto.com. Terra skyrockets 1,000% on bullish sentiments as traders envision Luna as the next Shiba Inu. And guys, remember how I said that the reason why I got bullish about meme coins again is because of the hype that they create? Well, basically, when Terra Luna decided, hey, we're gonna pump more of Luna, right? And then they put all those zeros in it, that caused FOMO to come in, right? That's what I believe. Anyway, which is not for I'm not giving you guys financial advice, but I really think that it caused FOMO and greed to come in because there's something psychological about when you see zeros in front of a one, two, five, or a number. A bunch of zeros where people decide, yeah, why not? Because you think to yourself, if I put in $100, what do I have to lose, right? So it's not like, where you see where if Luna was $111, where somebody might be like, I mean, I've got 10,000 or I've got $1,000, but it's not $1,000 is not really gonna get me a lot. But if there's five or six zeros in front of that one or 111, whatever number it might be, then yeah, you're gonna look and say, oh, I can get millions of this, right? And so Bitcoin, as you guys know, hasn't really been doing too hot. I mean, really, at this point, guys, you already know how I feel about Bitcoin. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it's at 29,000 because I thought that we would continue to go down. But there's a full moon tonight for all my gematria people. And who knows, we could still look at a 25K BTC tomorrow, right? A bloody red moon, they said. They call it a lunar moon, okay? So is it coincidence that Terra Luna's pumping and we have a red lunar moon this weekend? You guys know me. I'm not into astrology. That's not what I'm into. And gematria, I take that with a grain of salt, right? But Terra Luna really has pumped 500% nearly, 5,000% at one point at one time. I saw. So this is amazing, right? Now, of course, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to get into Terra Luna. If you decide to get into it, do your own research and diligence. Personally, how high can Terra Luna go? I don't think the millionaires are gonna let you guys, the whales. When I say millionaires, I'm talking about the whales. I don't think they're gonna let everybody get rich. Okay, so I think that right now, realistically speaking, half a penny to 3 cents is realistic. Anywhere in the next within days or weeks, right? Um, and in the long run, could Luna go back to a dollar? Yeah. I mean, but they would definitely have to burn some, right? Because now that they've got trillions of it, of the token, I think to get into uh, a dollar market cap would put it at a couple trillion, right? 2 or 3 trillion, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just guessing off the cuff right now. So I think that they would have to definitely burn a lot. But I do think in the long term, and when I say in the long term, within, who knows, a year or two, right? Depending on how Luna does, it could go definitely back up to a dollar. I don't see why not. I mean, Luna right now is the hottest coin in crypto, right? Outside of maybe some random meme coin, but that doesn't have the same volume. I mean, the volume is just insane. Golly, 17 billion. Just insane. And this is just the power of crypto, right? Where people want to, want to FOMO in because they want to make money, okay? And let me just be clear, guys, to the people like KSI, I spoke about him yesterday, who, they put in $2.8 million in Luna and it went to 1,000. I do feel bad for those people, right? Because nobody likes to see their investment go to zero, right? I do feel bad for those people, and I've invested money into projects that literally, the worst project I ever invested in was Flixio, where I put in, $1,500, right? And that project never did anything. It just died, right? Now, granted, I'm not comparing myself to $2.8 million because that's completely different. KSI he put in whale money, right? But I do think that Luna will go back up. Do I think Luna in the future will go back up to where it was before? I doubt it. I doubt it. But depending if they have a burning mechanism in place, and if they do execute it right in the future, maybe 5-10 years from now, Luna could easily get back to 20-30 bucks. But that depends on their future plan and what they're planning to do with it. Now, what I did see is that they do have a plan, where they're basically planning on, by resetting Luna supply to 1 billion tokens. He suggested that the new supply should be for Luna holders before the DPEG, UST holders, Luna holders at the chain halt, and the community pool. Both UST holders and early Luna holders will get 40% each based on the redistribution formula, while new Luna holders after the DPEG and the community pool will get 10% each too. He added the distribution makes perfect sense. It doesn't, because number one, how are you going to execute it? How is it going to be done? To me, it just doesn't sound realistic. How that it would even be done, how it would even be possible, right? Because now you're treating Luna is supposed to be UST. Luna is supposed to be UST is supposed to be a stable coin, and now you're trying to treat it like a meme coin, right? And so a lot of people have different proposals, and the Quan, he says he's heartbroken. He spent time talking to people on the phone and the community and whatnot, and he didn't want any pain. And you know what? I think that this was just a situation where, maybe he got a bit greedy. But I do think that the plan that he wants to put in place by, reconstituting the blockchain and resetting it after minting more, I think that plan is bound to fail. Even if they execute it, I think it would fail because of the fact that you would be making things worse, because the new holders that you got coming in, they're not going to be happy, and the older holders you got in, yeah, they will get 40% of their money back, but 2.8 million. Listen, I'm pretty sure KSI wants the 2.8 million back instead of 1.1 million or 1.2 million or whatever, right? That is. So I personally think that, but I do think KSI would probably be happy with getting 1.2 million back, but I think personally that, KSI would be a lot happier getting his damn 2.8 million back, because he put money in it to make more money, right? So yeah, guys, I do think realistically for the interim, 3 cents is a realistic thing. And then we'll take it from there. I mean, like I said, I'm not planning on taking profits until then, and then I'm further on. I do have a moon bag where I'm taking profits at 40 cents, but we'll see where it goes. Because if Luna has a strategy in place, then they could really capitalize off this, right? But if Luna doesn't have a strategy in place, and things are bound to fail, it is what it is. Like I said, I put in 69 bucks initially yesterday. Then I put in another, how much more? Another $52 today. So regardless, I'm still up, at 10 or 11x right now. Last time I checked, and I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the fact that it got listed on Binance, some people are suspecting foul play, that maybe the CEO of Binance was shorting it, and then when he relisted it, then he was buying it left and right. He denies that. Of course he would, because if he admitted to it publicly, it would be insider trading of sorts or manipulation. It wouldn't shock me if he did, right? But like I said, realistically speaking, Terra Luna, nobody knows where it goes. It could crash right now, or it could go up to half a penny, or it could even go up to a penny. I think that what's going to happen is once it gets to a penny, they're gonna start slowing it down some, because then a lot of people are gonna make money. You got people already making thousands of dollars off of less than a $10 investment. So imagine what would happen if they bring it to a penny. So the interim, maybe what I can see is 0.0001, and then a drastic retracement, and then we'll see if it continues. But in the long term, for now, what I mean by that is weeks here, depending on what happens with the market. I see it going to a penny or 3 cents. Now, I do have it on very reliable intel that next week is going to start looking bullish. As you guys know, I've been telling y'all for the last month that about the middle of May, the market will start looking bullish. And if you start looking at it, today's the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th, next week is the 16th, so that falls into that middle of the month. Then we should slowly start seeing a reversal, and then hopefully by the end of next week, you guys should start seeing the market go full throttle. But here's the thing. If you feel like you missed out on Terra Luna, Shiba Inu, I think, is going to start picking it up as well. We should start noticing Shiba towards the end of the month picking it up. And I think in June, Shiba's going to go crazy. It's going to go banana. So, guys, very exciting times in the market. I will keep you posted, of course. Stay safe. God bless, and I'm out.